Well, it's November the 11th. I'm gonna go back for an evening sit today. Had a little cold front come through, and well, it's not really a cold front, but it's in the 50s all throughout the day, and around shooting light, it'll be about probably close to in the high 30s. So I've been getting a few more pictures, and hopefully we can see a good amount of deer this evening, and maybe even shoot one. So I don't know what stand I'm hunting yet. I'm gonna make that decision on the fly. I've got a few cameras to see what's wrong with. When I first get up here, I've got some cameras that's not working properly, so we'll try to get those figured out and see if we can get a deer this evening. Should be a beautiful evening. Deer should be on their feet. Rut's kicking off, so should be a good sit, and hopefully we can get it done. Just got back here. Been down to those other two cameras trying to get them lined out. I got one of them fixed, one of them still acting up, but I don't know if I'm gonna hunt up here yet. I gotta come up here and fold this camera too, so hopefully we can get it lined out, get everything fixed. But I've got a real good wind to hunt this spot this evening. I usually don't, so I might stay up here. I'm on that big ridge, it runs out. Maybe get a buck cruising or something, but it's a beautiful evening. It's dead calm, so hopefully we can make something happen here. It'll be a real good evening to get a big buck on the ground, but self-filming, that can be difficult. So we'll go out here, and I'm gonna take all my stuff with me just in case I want to stick around. But hopefully we can see a big buck this evening and be done for the year in the bow counties, and then we can go outside of the bow counties and maybe try to completely tag out. It will be nice. So we'll catch you guys in just a bit. Well, just got set up here. It's right around 3 o'clock, I believe. So it's not too late, so it should be a pretty good evening though. I've been getting a lot of pictures right here in this area the last couple of days, so hopefully that continues to happen. See some deer this evening. I don't expect no shooters to come in or nothing, but hopefully we can see some little bucks or something. Try to get the adrenaline pumping a little bit. But it's a beautiful evening. We've got a perfect wind, and I'm excited to see what happens. this out. I got a little bit of shooting light left. Had that bear come in, I ran him off. It's got a little bit of footage of him and scared him off. Hoping that would save the evening and deer would still come around, but usually when they show up, it's game over. So probably gonna hunt a different set tomorrow. Had no activity here all evening with that bear, and that's not what I'm wanting to have right now. It's, in the rut like this, you have to be at least in the ball game, and this evening I wasn't. So you know, a slow day today, but could have a way better day tomorrow, and that's what I'm hoping for. So we still got probably 15-20 minutes left to shoot light. I just wanted to close this out before I ran out of camera light. But if anything happens, you know, obviously it's still game on from here on out. The video will continue, but I got a part 2. This will be a 2-part video probably, or I might just combine it all into one. I've not made my mind up yet. But I'm gonna hunt a different set in the morning probably, and might even hunt off the ground tomorrow evening maybe. So just gonna try to get in the ball game here and try to get on a hot doe and let everything else take care of itself. But been a pretty miserable evening just sitting here. But that's part of it. That's why it's called hunting and not killing. So if you don't see anything else, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Just now getting daylight here. At a new spot this evening. Had my #1 shooter show up here last night. Actually hung a stand in here Friday, just in case something like that would happen, and I'm glad I did. I had a lot of deer in here last night. I think I had a hot doe come through, so hoping once all this fog melts off, we'll have a good morning and hopefully get a crack at him. He's a giant in my book. Probably 150s or so, but I know it's not a giant, but it's a really, really good deer, and I really, really hope I can get a crack at him. So we'll sit here till about noon probably, and go home, watch the Bengals, and come right back. I'm gonna hunt this stand for the next couple days, just in case he decides to come through here scent checking during daylight. Maybe we can get a shot at him. just had there's 4 deer. I could only get 2 of them on camera, and I didn't know the other 2 were there. The way they came in on this road right here above me. There's no way for me to get really anywhere in here that is just perfect, and this is the best spot I can get. And that one was a button buck, and I didn't know it was at first, and he came running around, and he kept looking behind him, and I went ahead and stood up and got ready and everything, and then I guess there's 2 other does up there, and that one went down, and the other one just kind of stayed right there the whole time. So I didn't know she was back there, and I went to adjust the camera, and she seen me, but they didn't spook or nothing, but they didn't. Luckily, she didn't blow and spook every deer on this hillside, so that's good. Hopefully one of them were hot. Get a big buck to walk through and maybe get a shot at him. It's a good start. Glad to see some deer, and thought it was about to happen right there, but it just didn't work out, so we'll sit here. I think it's about 10 o'clock now. The sun's still coming out real good, so we'll give it a few more hours and head to the house.